excited?
Yes. 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 Hey, you. Dad. You. Yes.
Cougars, yes.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long? And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong? No one's gonna make it that much better when we can say goodnight and stay.
I kind of knew that Celie maybe had a little something wrong with her because she did have an issue when she was born. She had started having seizures and found out that as she was having these seizures, they came from this. She had had several strokes in her brain, on both sides of her brain when she was born. It was, a battle that we had to deal with ourselves and to accept that, there may be things different. We accepted those as they came and did the best that we could. Gave her every opportunity for her to do what she could do for herself. It was hard to sit back and say, let's let her try it by herself first. Because as a parent, you want to do everything for them. But, we did sit back and let her do what she could for herself and let her be able to compensate things that came normal for everyone else, which she would have to compensate for to figure out how she could do it herself.
Yeah, we knew that there was some problems. She, I think we stayed in the hospital, what, eight days?
She was in NICU for 9 days.
Yeah, 9 days. And we knew there was going to be some problems because she did have seizures and had because of the strokes. And we just dealt with it. We didn't change anything, and we just, as parents,
we didn't see a disability.
Yeah, we didn't see that. Yeah.
She was just our baby, and
Yep.
she was a miracle to us, and we would go with it as we could, and fly by the seat of our pants, as they would say, and figure out how to do things, and that's what we did. Well, after 18 years, you do get a daily routine in. You think about, you have a child who can get up and go to the restroom themselves, take a bath themselves, brush their teeth, fix their hair, and Celie is not able to do that. She does require assistance with that. As from baby to teenage years, it was a lot different. Because, as a baby, you expect a parent, that's what they do. They care for their child. They do 100% for everything for them. But as she got older, you let her do what she could for herself, and then you just follow up and do it for her. Finish it and help her. And then, you had to go from the baby clothes to the cute little teenage clothes, and it's kind of hard to go from dressing her as a little girl to, okay, she's a teenager, she needs to look like her teenage friends and her teenage sister, so. Tanya Questenberry, aka Yaya, became Celie's paraprofessional in the 5th grade. I walked in and met her, I was like, I recognize this lady from somewhere. Realized that we did go to school together. She graduated a year before me. And she also has a daughter that has cerebral palsy. So that made me feel comfortable thinking, okay, she knows how to work with Celie. She knows what to look for. She's used to this. She's got a daughter, that has a disability. And having a child with a disability, you don't feel very comfortable leaving them with just anybody.
Yeah, don't trust anybody.
It was hard for me to trust anybody to be with Celie. So when I met Yaya, Celie couldn't say Tanya. So when she said Tanya, it sounded like Yaya. So from then on, she was known as Yaya. She has been with Celie since the 5th grade up to her senior year. Could not have asked for a better person. Celie absolutely loves her. She loves Celie. She knows Celie in just about as well as I do. She knows when she's not feeling well. She knows if she's excited, why she's excited, where's, what to do next, how to calm her down if she gets too excited. And she is just like a second mommy to her. She, I believe, has brought Celie out of a shell. She's the one that makes Celie, come out, speaks to everybody. I think just her personality all the way around makes the kids feel comfortable to be around Celie. And I think that bond between Tanya, or Yaya, and Celie is with all the other kids that she's around too. And all of the other children, Miss Yaya, that's what they call her. And they include, she makes sure that Celie's included with everything that the other kids are doing. And they accept that and they feel more comfortable with that. So I think Yaya has been a big impact on Celie with her peers and her outcome and outlook in life with everybody. And even at home, she'll go to holler mommy, and she'll go, Yaya, mommy. So I'm like, who am I? She'll say, mommy. I'm like, okay. So I think it's, they both have an emotional bond, and she does get very excited. And yeah, I believe there was tears with all of us there that night, including Yaya and myself and my husband and my other daughter and her whole family. And
her whole family, not getting off the subject, but her whole family's been as wonderful to Celie. Amanda and Dave and Hannah and Hannah's kids, and so the whole family's been great for Celie and to us because they've got to their little farm.
Yeah, they do Farm Fest, and so Celie goes to that, and
they treat her well over there too. So she's a great person.
Learning that Celie had a disorder, or cerebral palsy as it's called, it really didn't change how I look at her. Like I said before, she was my sister, and I just thought it was normal. It really didn't change how I looked at her. I mean, of course, when you have a sibling, you love them, and you love them no matter what. And just her having a disability, I guess it made me love her more because, I don't know, it's just, it changes, like, when you love someone that has a disability, it changes how you feel about them and you become protective over them. So knowing that she does have a disability, it doesn't really change the way I look at her. Yeah, it's going to be really hard when I go off to college and not see her every day. I mean, this summer I went to Europe for 2 weeks and it killed me because I couldn't stand to video chat her because every time I could, she would start crying and I would start crying. And it's just that, it's that sibling bond that, of course, everybody has with your older or younger brother and sister. So it is going to be really hard going off to college, not getting to see her every day. I mean, for the past 17, 18 years, she was by my side morning and night. So it's like a piece of me not there, a piece of my heart that's missing. So I have a feeling it's going to be really, really tough for me, not seeing her every day. But the good news is that's why I'm going to Roanoke College. It's close to home to where I can go home and see her whenever I want. Do me and Celie get along? Yes, we do, but just like any sibling relationship or sibling rivalry, we fight constantly. We fight about the small stuff, we scream at each other, we pick, we mess with each other all the time. So, I mean, getting along, sister-sister relationship, I mean, just like anybody else, but we do get along, even though we do fuss and fight mostly every day. One of my favorite stories or memories that I have with my sister would probably be from this year. I broke my finger during a powder puff practice, and so I had to go have surgery and all that. Well, when we were at the hospital, of course my whole family came with me. So it was me, my mom, my dad, and my sister at the hospital at like 4 o'clock in the morning getting ready to have surgery. Well, she being the big sister, she's all protective of her little sister, especially when she's hurt, even though she finds joy in my pain. But it was after my surgery, well, before surgery too, she was like, you come home with me, you come home with me, you not stay here. She just kept asking, making sure that I was coming home with her and asking if I was going to be okay and all that. Well, after I came out of surgery, I mean, I was all on anesthesia and I was all looped out. And she comes up to me and brings me this cute little nurse teddy bear and some goldfish and was like, you come home with me? And I'm like, yes, I'll come home with you. And she's like, okay. And then she was looking at the doctors and the nurses and she was like, my Holly, she come home with me, not you. Be easy, don't touch her. And so she was just like any other big sister, protecting me over whatever she could. And so it's one of my favorite memories, even though it was just here recently. My other favorite memory would have to be probably her coming to my softball games when I played travel. Of course, we were traveling all over in South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. And I don't know, it was just amazing to see her follow my team and make connections with my teammates just like I was, and all my teammates looking at her and talking to her and making her feel like she was one of us. And just getting to see her out there cheering me on and cheering on everybody else really warms my heart, because I know she wants to be out there. I know she wants to do this just like me, and it's just, if I can be out there doing it for her and let her live through me as well with these experiences, and getting to see her cheer me on is just, it's an amazing feeling, and I love it. So this year at the high school, it has been truly an amazing year for my sister, and I know I'm very grateful, and my whole family is very grateful with how accepting this high school has been for my sister. Coming into high school was, of course, a scary experience. But coming in with a disability and not being able to walk or talk on your or talk very much makes it pretty more difficult. But ever since we walked here on the first day, everyone has been so accepting and has truly treated her like she was just another student, that nothing was wrong with her. And during her senior year, which is of course supposed to be the best year of your high school career, was actually pretty true for Celie. The senior class, I've known them, I've grown kindergarten with them, and so has Celie. We've been with them for the past 13 years. And them just lifting her up like they did when she won homecoming queen, it made my heart explode with joy and love for everybody. Nobody really knows how great that was for her. She absolutely loved it. And getting to see her walk up there and get her crown, it was just a capitalizing moment for me and my family, because we didn't think she was going to make it this far. We didn't think that she was going to get to her senior year or get to graduate. So it was just an amazing year, and we truly couldn't be any more grateful than we are. So Celie as a person is, oh my gosh, she is so full of sass. She is the most sassiest person I have ever met in my entire life, and I'm not just saying that because she's my sister. She will get on to you faster than anything. Oh my gosh. As some of y'all have seen through the school, you pick with her, she's gonna give you some sass back, and she's gonna fuss at you and point that finger of hers. She cracks me up. She is so funny. When we were at home and she'll be sitting there watching her favorite TV show, SpongeBob, she will just get cackling, and oh my gosh, she gets me rolling. I can't stop. I can't breathe. And especially with her, when you get her laughing, she will non-stop. You have to tell her to breathe before she will even stop, and that doesn't even stop it sometimes. As some of you might not know because you don't really know her outside of school, she is so passionate about everything she wants to do, and even stuff that she can't do. Our motto for her is do it, and she says that all the time. I recall an experience where we were at an amusement park and my mom wouldn't let her get on a roller coaster because it flipped upside down, and Celie threw a teetotal fit. Oh gosh, it was just funny to watch her because I know she wanted to do this, and sometimes she can't do half the stuff that she wants to do, but that doesn't stop her. She's always trying her hardest. I don't care what you give her. It could be a coloring page and she's going to go all out on it, which is what I love about her. I mean, of course, she's my sister. I'm going to love her anyway, but she just is a hard worker as well. She will give it 125% if you ask her to do something, and sometimes she'll even go above and beyond that. She loves doing stuff. She loves going out and being active. She hates being at home, but when she is at home, she loves her iPad. She watches YouTube videos 24/7 when we're at home, and she'll just be over there with the little headphones on, and all of a sudden you just hear her laughing, and there she goes. It's nonstop. She loves our pet. We have a pug. Her name's Pookie. She loves that dog more than anything. She will even get down in the floor and go feed Pookie bit by bit just to get her to eat every piece of food. And then she'll lay in the floor and let Pookie get all over her. She's wonderful. I mean, she's a hard worker. She's determined. She's not going to let anything stop her. She's a go-getter. She's out there. She's not introverted. I don't care what people say about her having a disability. She is so out there, and she loves getting out to do everything. Her sassiness, though, oh gosh, that's crazy. Even at home, she will sass my mom all the time. And when my mom doesn't answer, she'll call her by her first name, or my dad by his first name. And she will just go on and on and on. And especially with her cousins. Goodness gracious. And even her cousin's friends who are here at the high school as well, she will get on to them all the time. And sometimes it'll just be the funniest things, and you just can't help but sit there and laugh at her. And half the time she'll get to talking so fast, it sounds like she's speaking another language, and you just have to sit there and you just have to laugh. And that's what life about. You just have to get out there, be sassy. Of course, it's gotten her where she is now. But just, if anyone would be my role model, it would have to be my sister. She models everything that I want to be and I strive to be. So.
Miss Celie Eggleston, escorted by Brendan Guthrie. Miss Jordan White, escorted by J.T. Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2016 homecoming court. I just want to take a moment to ask a very important question to a very special girl. Celie, will you please be my date to homecoming? Okay, if you guys are next stage right, we got a banner competition. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's give it up for senior leadership right there.